We once had a client who premium priced on their website and it was less on Amazon.
Oh, geez. Amazon's probably super happy about that.
I was like, how much are you guys making on it? Like, they didn't even know. We did an in-person with them. This is a multi-million, like a $20 million company.
Yeah.
So we went through the whole thing. I was like, here's what people do. They see our ad, then they Google search it, and then they go to Amazon, they buy your stuff. You know why? I don't know. Because it's $37 on your website and it's $21 on Amazon. They're like, are you kidding me? Don't make that mistake. If anything, use the premium price it over on Amazon, especially if you've got a good product that has a differentiator.
And has the SKUs that are most often the first purchase that leads to a higher LTV. Put those on Amazon because those, you have limited SKUs, a really enticing first-time offer that when they get that, they like it, they try it, and they want to get more. I'm so sorry. Those other products are not on Amazon. Come over to our website where we have discounts on subscriptions.
Right. People also have to keep in mind Amazon. Like, Amazon is something that we're really excited about because we were big Northbeam fans. We're both investors in Northbeam. Even though, he doesn't return my phone calls anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but anyway, right. But now we like they're I think you said it best. I was listening to a call this week. It's like, I'm happy as an investor, but pissed off as a customer. Because I'm like, they're going enterprise, they're going, MMM, whatever, dude. Like, keep doing your thing. So anyway, one of the things that you need to factor in is Amazon sales. And one of the most exciting things about Tier 11 Data Suite, and with our partnership and ownership of Wicked Reports, is Amazon coming into that and being able to see Amazon revenue, because that is part of the sort of the trickle down waterfall effect. However, seeing it visually versus all your other platforms is great, but there's also costs on Amazon that you have to figure out too. So it's not just all free money. And when you say like after month 3, it's pure profit, you're still paying out your cost of goods sold. You're still paying out your management layer, your lawyer fees, your software expenses, all those fixed expenses. But then Amazon adds a percentage as well, which on top of that. So that's a question that we often have for clients is, are you profitable on Amazon right now? And why are you spending $127,000 on Amazon if you're the only product that they're coming in and you're, it looks great with $700,000 a month in revenue, but $100,000 in spend? Like, why are you even spending that? Because you could just increase your MRR if you lowered that spend overall, because I know you're not making as good of a gross profit on your Amazon sales as you would be if they were on your site. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, it's true. This will actually be a really good, I'm getting to a product. This will actually be a really good video for us to do soon. You can run Amazon extremely profitable as your website's sales. And the trick there, and we'll go through this on another account or another live. But the trick there is to take your product and have it at a very decent price of, let's say, $31.99 with a kind of upsell to a subscription that you save additional money on. Make this very enticing and very, appeasing. Like, hey, we got to get you on this subscription. This is what's best for you. We're trying to convince people to be on subscription. Yep. If they don't want to buy it for subscription,
I think I know where you're going on this, but anyway, keep going.
Yeah, they can pay $31.99. And if they don't know who we are, they don't trust us, they're not sure if they want to buy it, they can buy it on Amazon for $43.
Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to say.
Yeah. So $32 and $43.
We didn't even rehearse this.
No. And what's funny is you could pay $12. People will pay $12 more. You could see 10,500 reviews on this product. People will pay $12 more because they know they can get it free by Sunday with one-click returns. And that is the biggest overlap there, is because the colder you go in traffic, the less brand trust you have with those people, the more brand trust they have with Amazon. If Amazon's like, yeah, you can get it free tomorrow, they'll pay $10 more to be secure on there rather than take a risk on a unknown site that they just found out on a social media platform today.
You're just meeting people where they are.
And
you know what I mean? It's like, I trust that platform. I know I'm going to get it in a certain amount. I don't know who these guys are. Are they actually going to ship it? It seems like they're trustworthy. I bought stuff on sites that are similar to this without really knowing it's Shopify kind of thing. Yep. It autofills all my information. Great. But, it's one click away, literally one click, and I'm going to get it within 24 hours.
And if you don't like it, it's one click for all of your refunds before you even need to send it out. Who does that? No one. Amazon does.
So in that particular case, and this is a secret sauce, like this is the reason why, he is who he is because this is smart. And it's $12 more, but that's like 30 some odd % increase.
Yeah, 30 to 40. You're basically, you're adding like at least 28 or 31% more. What's funny is we actually make more money on Amazon. Their fee doesn't even reduce it down to the price. We have it on our website.
Right. And that's, I'm sure you guys have tested it. The point is that I think it's 15 to anywhere between 10 to 18%, depending on where
is
you
what
are.
we're getting.
Yeah. So
and if it's a big item, it's like 21% sometimes because now they're taking a premium shelf space.
That is a killer. Like if you sell on Amazon right now and you have price parity with everything on your site, no wonder why you're losing sales over on Amazon. And you got to give them incentives, obviously, on the recharge side. Like that's a deal and a half. Hey, I can get this for $12 less. So I might try it on Amazon. And I'm like, I can get it for a better deal. Like it was pretty good. I think I'll go over here and subscribe to it.
Yep.
And I guarantee you that happens.
Oh, yeah. We get subscribers on Amazon. And I want to switch over to one last quick little point of a cool thing that we learned this week before we jump into questions. I know we're halfway through and we usually want to switch over this time. One thing that I would say, though, is we have clients that will say, like, look at your increase on Amazon. They're like, yeah, that doesn't matter. It's like, excuse me.
Right.
I have 10,000 5-star reviews from people who voluntarily paid $12 more for the same product and we don't mark it on Amazon. They literally will pay 30% above your website price because they don't trust you and they trust Amazon. And if we're saying that your marketing is not having an effect on Amazon, when I can prove that you can pay 30% more, no, it's absolutely the people that are going from Amazon, from Meta and YouTube and Google search right over to Amazon and buying the product that they just learned about on your website that you saw a 0% conversion rate on.
Yeah. Think about how you buy. Like everybody goes and either Googles it or goes to Amazon.
Yep.
It's human nature now. It's like, don't fight it.
Exactly.
But work with it. We once had a client, and we want to obviously get to questions here, but we once had a client who premium priced on their website and it was less on Amazon.
Oh, geez. Amazon's probably super happy about that.
They were just, I was like, how much are you guys making on it? Like they didn't even know. Like, we did an in-person with them. This is a multi-million, like a $20 million company. Yeah. So we went through the whole thing. I was like, here's what people do. They see our ad, then they Google search it, and then they go to Amazon, they buy your stuff. You know why? Like, I don't know, because it's $37 on your website and it's $21 on Amazon. They're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. When their own employees would buy their own products on Amazon versus their website. That's probably something that would happen.
Absolutely. So it's like, don't make that mistake. If anything, use the tips that we just gave you here. Premium price it over on Amazon, especially if you've got a good product that has a differentiator
and has the SKUs that are most often the first purchase that leads to a higher LTV. Put those on Amazon because those you have limited SKUs, a really enticing first time offer that when they get that, they like it, they try it, and they want to get more. I'm so sorry, those other products are not on Amazon. Come over to our website where we have discounts on subscriptions.
Right.
So we'll do a whole episode on that strategy. That's fun stuff.
Pretty cool stuff.
All right. Here's my last thing I wanted to share. This is a huge kind of idea. It's not a case study. It's more just an example. But when we're talking about overlap and NCAC, this is what is insane. And I only want to do this because, Mark, I see that you had a question about a PMAX, and this is actually right up your alley. And when I say things like, well, it's PMAX, it doesn't matter. This is what I mean. So we have a use case of an example. We will need to blur this out after it goes live, but we'll just kind of share it right here for the people that are watching now. This is an account that I'm kind of consulting on that has a Meta account and a Google Ads account. Both the Meta account and Google Ads account have a lot of overlap. We know that to be true because we can see it here inside of Wicked that even scaling up this Performance Max by 100% and getting, new revenue up by 68%, it's the same traffic. It's 32, just like everything else. So when that scales up, it pulls from everything else. And because these metrics are so easily identifiable, a test would be like, well, what if you took all of your top of funnel traffic of unaware traffic and unaware CPO, which is your feeder strategy? What if you just pause that for a bit? So from the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, it was paused. We left on the bottom of the funnel, middle funnel for the warm traffic. That's, we have engagement there, but let's pause top of funnel. Let's pause our awareness campaigns and let's see what happens to Performance Max. So this was 60% reduced. Our feeder strategy was basically reduced by about 80%. And the Performance Max campaign had 1,200 conversions for 11 grand and 1,100 conversions for 11 grand. And okay, this is really good. I'm getting 1,000 conversions a day. Now, 6th, 7th, and 8th, you see the conversions go from 1,300 down to 600 down to 38. So they just crashed down 6th, 7th, and 8th. And that was the same time period that if we look at this here, for example, turn off the comparison, it was, here's your 6th, 7th, and 8th. So all of a sudden, we pause the ad spend in Meta, and Performance Max goes from making 17,000 sales every month to now making 33. Try to even take the ad spend from $8,500. I was getting $1,200 sales. Spent $8,000 a day, got 1,200 sales. Now I spend $9,000 a day, 36. The red line is conversions. Tanked, hit the ground. Ad spend, try to scale up, bring it back, had zero effect on it. Why? Warm traffic. The overlap rates are ridiculous. 7 out of every 10 people that are in that campaign were already been to the website. So when the new traffic funnel was shut off in feeder strategy, whoom, Performance Max fell and was literally doing nothing but only secondary clicks. That's the overlap that I'm talking about. That 10 grand per day that actually had very little impact on the actual company. Imagine saving $10,000 a day. What's that worth? Oh, 120 grand a month. I mean, or like 300,000 a month. It's pretty easy to do that kind of thing, but it's like insane. 120 grand every like 12 days. That is huge.
Why'd you shut it off? To prove a point? Or did they say, oh, that campaign doesn't look good?
Yeah, it's like, people know about this account now that we kind of shared it just on this live. There was some agreements and disagreements on what would happen if that happens. So there was just had to be things just had to be vetted out in real time.
Because it looked bad in Ads Manager.
Well, Performance Max was not doing the 10 grand worth of lift that everyone thought it was.
Okay. Got it.
Hey, it's got $10,000 a day and it's making 1,200 sales a day. This thing's rock and rolling. Watch this. It can just be removed. Now, this was me on the sidelines kind of watching, but there's a lot more complex issue, a lot of political issues. So it was like my involvement, people kind of learning it, some people agreeing, some people disagreeing, and then this ended up happening, and that was a result of it. So just kind of interesting to see how you can lose 1,200 sales a day on Performance Max by something else that is not even within Google Ads.
Unbelievable. Well, right? lesson learned and point made. It sounds like. Did it come back after that?
Yeah, we had a discussion 2 days ago and an email this morning on it. So it'll have some changes that are being made, but that's what's crazy. So when you're looking at feeder strategy, or when you say Performance Max has X, Y, and Z, is it contributing or attributing? Because that shows you right there, it's attributing. It's not contributing anywhere. Your spend in one area, nothing to do with Google, had all of your revenue in another area inside of Google. When we're talking about omni-channel overlap, that's what we're talking about. When we're talking about NCAC, what if you could save 10 grand a day? What does that do to your first-time customer cost? Whoa, now it's a lot cheaper. Why? We didn't have to spend that there. So those are all things that we're talking about. NCAC is affected omni-channel and multi-layered. And that's where this gets really difficult.